In this video I'm going to be naming the most disappointing running shoe of 2023. What is up everybody, and welcome to FORDY RUNS and a thought-provoking video. So look, there's millions of shoes that get released every year from all these brands. They spend billions of pounds developing all these cool shoes that we can all running, and hopefully they help us get faster and achieve our goals that we want to achieve, whether that's just literally getting off the couch to 5k or going and smashing an ultra marathon, whatever it is. Yeah, they spend like literally billions on research and all that sort of stuff, and engineering. But there are some shoes that come out right every year that are disappointing. Now you may laugh, but I don't actually like making negative videos, so we're not going to spend a lot of time on this discussion. But what I want to know from you before we do anything else is, what's the sort of most disappointing shoe purchase, right, or running shoe of 2023 for you? So let me know in the comments, what shoe is it? Now you might find one of the shoes that we all love on this channel has been really disappointing for you, so let me know in the comments. Be really interested to know. And again, this is one of those sort of world famous videos that we do where it's more viewer interaction, more conversational sparker than anything else. So I think I'm going to give you the top shoe that I think is the most disappointing, but I'm also going to give you, I think, two other examples of shoes that for me, well, they're just stupid. I use the word stupid, but I'm just so disappointed with them. And there are actually two shoes from Nike before I get onto the main culprit. And that is the Nike Pegasus 40 and the Nike Invincible 3. Now the Nike Pegasus 40 was a huge disappointment because I had such high hopes that they would do something really different and really awesome with that shoe. I was hoping that they may pimp it up like they did with the Nimbus 25, or they go in a different direction, maybe, you know, like the Boston 12 had a little bit of carbon in it or whatever, but do something innovative with that shoe. But what they did was, and I know they have their cycles, but they basically just put out the same shoe as last year, and it was just, well, just pointless doing it. And then you had the Invincible 3, which was heavy and just, wow, you are Simon. It was just a lump of, I can't use the word, but the upper was terrible on it, and just the overall performance of the shoe was just, well, not very good compared to the second model, which a lot of you guys really liked. So there's sort of two examples. So do you agree, disagree with those? Again, let me know in the comments whether you feel that I'm wrong or right with them. There are obviously some other shoes out there, but again, I don't want to go like sort of negative nanny on this video. I just want to focus and highlight some of the shoes and why I think they're disappointing. Because look, us sort of YouTubers are to blame for a lot of this, right? We sort of hype up certain shoes. I appreciate that, especially the guys who are obviously journalists and things like that, who are getting paid to write reviews. They have to say nice things, and it does send the world a bit mad sometimes. But I think that, you know, we don't help the situation. I totally appreciate that, especially when we're given these shoes for free. And some people, for whatever reason, you know, they're not, you know, they're quite happy not to give honest reviews, and that's fine. I ain't got a problem with that. You know, we all got to get on in life. So I think we are as much to blame for this as anybody. So I think, you know, in terms of the disappointing shoes, are probably more a sort of byproduct of us here on YouTube hyping stuff up. So look, the most disappointing shoe for me this year is the Adidas Prime Strung, or Prime X Strung 2. I just think that they really missed a trick here. By this shoe growing in weight, I just think that it came to the point where it's actually, well, I said it in the video, it's pointless. At nearly 12 ounces in my UK 9.5, it's just a real shame that it came in at that weight, and the bulbousness underfoot is so excessive that it's kind of hard to do a lot of stuff in. It's all right in certain aspects. It's not a bad shoe, people, right? But it's obviously £250, and it's hard to justify £250 on a shoe that's relatively difficult to run in, or, you know, restricted in some respects. I don't know. It was a disappointment. I was hoping that it would be a lot lighter, and I was hoping this tech that they've got in here would just make it more versatile than the previous version, but they haven't. They've gone the complete opposite way, and yes, it's very disappointing. So let me know whether you agree, disagree. So I think the Prime X Strung 2 is a good example of a shoe that everybody overhyped and came out worse than expected. But again, right, you've got to remember, this is a really important point. When some of the guys on YouTube get to see these shoes early doors, like at the running event in Texas and places like that, they're probably prototypes and things like that. So you've got to cut everybody a bit of slack. But yeah, like I said, for me, the Prime X2 Strung is probably the biggest disappointment of the year. But I'm really interested to know for you, in terms of you spending your hard-earned cash, what shoe for you has really been wide of the mark? What shoe for you has just been an absolute disaster, an absolute disappointment? But yeah, don't blame me. Right, okay, that's it. Again, another thought-provoking video. I can't wait to jump into the comments when this video drops. Thanks for sticking around to the end of this short little video. I'll catch you later.